WrestleMania 40 kickoff press conference yesterday in Philadelphia. Bianca Belair was there. Ripley and Becky got into it a little bit. But let's just get to what we were talking about. Before The Rock even comes out, you got Seth coming out here, right? And Seth's still joking around that pop, which Roman roasted his ass last Friday on that promo. Roman, people forget how good that guy can be on the mic right now. And it's another level.
Roman was good on the mic in the press conference again, roasting Seth.
And right away, Seth comes out, it's good. But then Roman comes out, and I hate even saying it because I feel like it's such a knock on Seth, who's so talented. But now it feels like even a bigger deal because you have made such a bigger deal out of this guy as the champ. And he walks out after Cody. He's announcing Cody's going to come out. And Roman's like, no, you lost the right. You hesitated. This is a lesson for all you people to learn.
Even there, Seth tries to roast Roman, says, hey, nice of you to come to work. And right away, Roman, hey, nice of you to wear your wife's shoes.
And then Seth tried to talk over him. Roman wouldn't have it. He talked over him. He would say things like, get this bum out of here, But then here comes The Rock, right? And it feels like even a bigger deal already. The Rock is here now. And The Rock comes out, and he's basically, it's interesting because he's taking a moment to breathe it all in. And when he comes out, you're hearing Rock fans, you're hearing Cody fans. And I noticed this recently with Cody and Punk. It's kind of different. Usually the fans were very concise. You hear, we want Cody, let's go Rock, stuff like that. But that's not what we were hearing. It was muttered. Like people are yelling over each other. And it's like this different kind of commotion that I like.
The fans were very divisive. You had Rock fans there and you had Cody fans there. And they were really trying to go over each other.
And Rock was slowly just taking it in, slowly working this crowd. But it started when you're a babyface, right? You're supposed to be a babyface. Immediately, we know Roman doesn't actually have the right to make the decision for who's going to do this. He's disagreeing with Roman. He's not taking. He's like, you want to see Roman versus The Rock? Who's going to win? This is the biggest match. Was he starting calling it the biggest match in WrestleMania history too? I'm like, what babyface puts over their own match?
Well, not just that, but even the People's Champ, when he was doing his chant, he's like, the People's, and some of the people booed, and he said, whether you like it or not,
yes,
the People's Champion. Everything he did there was a slow build towards heel.
Even the graphic for the Samoan Dynasty, the family, it was so well done. It was so well done. It still made you question what you were seeing, whether it was real or not. We got Randy in the comments. Are you surprised that we're not getting Roman versus Rock at Mania? Let's get there, Randy.
Well, wait a minute. I know they announced on a tweet, but let's work to that because are you sure we're not getting Roman versus Rock?
No, not at all. So Rock is in there, and then they're basically going. They're over there now. They're holding hands. They're shaking hands. My brother, my Samoan brother. We're gonna do this whether you like it or not. And I'm like, I thought we were gonna hit the music. I liked that they didn't hit the music. Yeah. Cody comes out and says, this is bullshit, and then Cody says, I've earned that right. Rock, yes, we had a lot of... So Cody kind of walks it back because this was a pivot, I believe, because the one thing we were kind of ignoring was Cody did actually say, I am going to get my title shot, and I will take you down, but not at WrestleMania this year. Yeah. We got away from that. So that's where I believe
it's wrestling, man. We don't have to be specific.
So I like it, but Cody still referenced the conversation with Rock. And then Cody talks about, I had conversations with other people as well. And this is what I love about it. Roman starts cooking again. Ooh, what do you think you're doing? You blew your opportunity. You're embarrassing yourself. Go over there and sit with the number 2 table. The number 2 table is ready for you. Go sit there with the dummy in green. All great shit. And then he says, you're irrelevant like your dad. And what I loved about this, it was subtle. Cody's about to talk. And he hits him with that dad line, and Cody has a very natural reaction, like, oh, you got me, and it pissed him off. And then Cody makes that remark about Roman and his ancestors and the bloodline, and his grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia, would be disappointed in you.
Now, wait a minute. I would like to point something out here. He didn't say anything negative about the family. The only person he actually said something negative about was Roman.
Yes.
Whereas Roman insulted his dad.
Yes.
But so once again, the heel move is to make it what you want it to be.
It did, because the way I read into it is Now Rock, to me, comes off very disingenuous because he's stepping to Cody and he's saying, you don't talk about his family or his bloodline. You're talking about my family, my bloodline. Rock picks up the intensity a little bit too, and then he gives him that fucking slap on the face, which looked fucking great. And then Seth steps up and we got this, everybody's arguing. Now, some people who I know liked it thought Rock kind of overshadowed Roman. Well, I don't know how The Rock doesn't overshadow anybody. It's
I was going to say, how do you have The Rock on that stage and not overshadow anyone?
Yeah, he's just too good. A lot of stuff I like here, like you said, the subtlety. Rock comes off to me, I think I was about to say disingenuous. Like he's saying, yeah, you're talking about our family, but the reality is, no, this guy came out and reminded you he gets to pick the match. Yeah. And he outshined you and you didn't like it.
They went even further with this because after the press conference, after people talked, oh, we're going to throw this back to the backstage area. We've got Triple H.
Right.
Now they're interviewing Triple H and The Rock comes over and the board member Rock put Triple H in his place.
Fix this. This is a done deal, as Roman said. We already had it done.
Yeah, so they went even further with this storyline. And this is why I tell you, Randy, do we have Cody versus Roman?
Right. I don't know. Randy's other questions. Do we get a tag match at Elimination Chamber or Wrestlemania with Roman and Rock? That was the thing people were guessing later. I know Meltzer and Alvarez were saying night 1, they're predicting is going to be Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth. Night 2, Cody versus Roman, and maybe somebody from Elimination Chamber will fight Seth. You had a good idea, too, last night. You texted me while I was asleep. What if The Rock took on Seth and won that title? And you said, what if the Bloodline has all the titles?
Yeah, what if Bloodline ends up with both of them? And here's the thing. What bigger thing, if Rocky's only wrestling one match, what bigger heel move could he make the next night to come out and go, here you go, head of the table. You now have both belts.
Absolutely. He could totally do that. And here's the other thing, too. People are going to get mad at this, but, they could do a tag match or something where Cody pins Rock. And they said that, and then Roman comes out, he's going to have it. Maybe Cody even does something where, maybe Rock does something, too, where he's like, Cody, you earned my respect. I was wrong. Go get him. Maybe it even tease a little tension with Roman, right? What happens? Ref bump. Out comes The Rock. He lays out Cody. Cost Cody a second year in a row. Cody doesn't win the title. Fans will lose their fucking mind, but it could happen.
I'm going to tell you the best thing that I can say about this whole press conference. I have a person who I work with. He's a wrestling fan. He enjoys it. I'm not going to throw his name out there because he'll enjoy that too much. But he says, my brother called me up after the press conference. My brother said, hey, I know it's all a work, but I'm pretty sure The Rock smacked him for real.
He did, but it's well.
But he believes, but if you can make one fan go, wait a minute, maybe this is getting personal and maybe The Rock meant that and it's not scripted. What are you doing? You're doing something amazing.
This is a great thing about casual people who don't know about wrestling sometimes. I saw somebody that I was friends with doesn't watch a lot of wrestling. They commented on Instagram posts, why are people mad at The Rock? They don't understand because this is just The Rock, right? He's a great actor in Hollywood. He was a wrestler. Like, what's going on? Randy, I got another question he's got. Did Seth get disrespected last night?
Seth completely got disrespected last night.
By Roman again.
Not just by Roman, by the WWE. And now I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Seth Rollins got disrespected because at the end of the night, Rock versus Roman was a bigger match than anything Seth was going to get. Cody choosing Roman, once again, bigger than anybody choosing Seth.
Sure.
And Seth, basically his belt and who's going to face him doesn't mean shit compared to these other two matches.
Well, I guess I see your point, but for me, it's like, we got to rank these guys somewhere, and I know damn well who's coming at number 4 right now. No offense, Seth.
No, and I'm not saying it's not true, but unfortunately, that's where it is.
And I think it told a lot, and I didn't say this earlier, it told a lot that Cody Rhodes came out last.
And Cody didn't need the music. What you said before is 100% correct. But they did a great thing by not playing Cody's music because that made it feel even more real. Wait a minute, why are you guys screwing me over here? I'm not waiting till you play my music. Here I come.
Do we get a tag match with these guys? And is it at Elimination Chamber, if so, or is it at Mania?
Well, it's not going to be an Elimination Chamber because I don't think Roman's going all the way to Australia.
Okay.
That's my opinion. I could be wrong.
Would you say no to the tag match altogether?
I don't see the tag match happening.
Okay. I think we'll get a tag match. I think the more I think about it, I
Well,
heard
in fairness, it will help The Rock because he hasn't been in the ring in years, and Seth Rollins has the hurt knee, so both of them will
actually.
Both of them will be able to rest, and you'll be able to get the two workhorses. I know that's funny to call Roman the workhorse over Seth, but you'll get the two workhorses to actually do the heavy lifting.
If we did that tag match night one, we could have a cash-in with Damian on Seth.
Absolutely. And then what if Damian had to defend the next night against whoever won the Elimination Chamber?
Could happen. That could happen. I like it.
Look at it. He's had problems with Drew.
Yeah.
Drew could win the Elimination Chamber. It looks like it's going to be him versus Seth on night 2. You get to have, instead, Damian cashes in on Seth. He gets Seth's title, and he faces Drew on night 2.
And I'll give you something else. Another candidate I'm going to just throw out there. Real quick video he took this week, interview where he talked about how he hasn't beaten Drew yet and how his career, he came close to winning the championship, but he hasn't won that title yet. And he's got to win that title for his career. Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn could be that underdog story still that they could always go back to, I feel, at some point.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. I would like to also mention the fact that I'm going to WrestleMania night 1, so I do hope The Rock wrestles on night 1.
I'm sure you do.